To finish up the corner tonight, let's talk about Riley Greene. Now, Riley Greene came into our dugout Saturday, making his debut. And it was one of those things that he should have done opening day. But unfortunate for the Tigers, which kind of started the ball rolling on their bad luck for the season. But unfortunate for the Tigers, he fractured his foot, was out for 7 weeks, and has been rehabbing in AAA since he was able to return. But he made his debut on Saturday, and it was the type of debut that a rebuild needs to see. See, Spencer Torkelson also made his debut this season, along with 6 other prospects. There have been 8 Detroit Tigers that have made their debuts this season. That's what you get when you have the 5th youngest roster in MLB. But Riley Greene's debut was different than all of the other 7. Because Riley Greene came in, looked comfortable, did not look overmatched, got on base 4 times, and got his first MLB hit in his first MLB at bat. That's what you need from the number 2 prospect in all of baseball. And I don't want to backtrack on anything that I've said about this team and how they're not going to be great, how they're not going to reach 500. I'm not going to backtrack on any of this because the roster is still what the roster is. But the question has to be asked, what if Riley Greene had started the season healthy? And what if Riley Greene had been manning center field since the beginning of the season, since opening day? I wonder if this team would look a little bit different. And I wonder if over the next 96 games, this team's going to look a lot different because of number 31. That may not be a question that I can answer for you right now, but if the first 2 games, which I understand are a very small sample size, but if the first 2 games are any indication of what this young prospect can bring to our Detroit Tigers, then there should be a little bit of hope. There should be some good feelings moving forward saying, you know what? We got a good prospect. We got a guy that can actually play baseball and play baseball at a very high level at such a young age. Don't forget, Riley Greene's only 21 years old. He is actually the 3rd youngest Tiger to make their debut at 21 years old. The only person younger than him, I forget who number 1 was, but second on that list is a guy we may have heard of named Tyrus Raymond Cobb. He's in the company as far as the history of the Detroit Tigers go in great company. So I don't want to put too much pressure on Riley Greene's shoulders. But I do want to say I like what I'm seeing so far. And it always makes me wonder, what if? What if he had started on opening day? Would this team be 14 games under 500? And it's a team game, right? It's not predicated on one person entirely. This entire team has struggled. But in the 2 games that he has played, our offense is a lot different. Our offense is, dare I say, good in those 2 games. The test will be, what are these next 3 games look like in Boston? Is there that much of an immediate impact for Riley Greene in the debut that he's had? Let's see Wednesday afternoon if he can continue having the impact on this lineup that he had in the first 2 games. And then they travel to Arizona after that. Can that continue? Is he really that much of an impact player? I like to believe yes, because everything that you hear about the kid is that he's a great baseball player, but he's a great person. And hopefully that can rub off on a lot of those guys along that 26-man roster that can start to produce the way the back of their baseball card says that they've produced in the past. And I think we'll get there. I don't think it's going to make a playoff push. I don't hear me say anything crazy. But over the next 96 games, 48 and 48, let's see how these next 96 games go with Riley Greene sitting in the lineup and manning center field every day. I think it'll be good, and it should give us at least a little bit of a reason to hope for the future of our Tigers, with Clemens doing a great job. Torkelson struggling, but you expect that for a guy that hasn't played much since he was drafted because of COVID and things like that. And now you have Riley Greene. The youth is here. It's what all the fans were longing to see. So let's see how they have an impact on the rest of these 96 games.